In the last video, we showed the basic procedure for loading data into the PARAFAC GUI. So we have a few files loaded here. Going to load one more. Alright, so now that we have some data loaded, we want to create a data block. In order to run PARAFAC, you need a three-dimensional data set where you have a group of these two-dimensional data sets. So each one of these is a matrix. This one's 221 by 7. So we want to create a data block out of all three of these, or combination of two of them. We have that option. So we want to select which data files we want to add to our data block. We can add any combination of these three that we want. We don't want to select any that are not present. Now we need to designate the position in the data block that we want for each one of these files, each one of these specific data sets. Again, it doesn't have to be in any particular order. Put one there, two there, three there. It's going to designate the position in the block. So this is going to be at the first position, this is going to be at the second position, this is going to be at the third position. Now we want to name the data blocks for saving purposes and continuing through the GUI. And now we can go ahead and create that. Hitting the create block is going to create the block and then prompt us to save the data block, so we have that data saved for later times. If we want to use it, it's going to save as a .mat file. It's going to have the name that you had entered. Go ahead and save that. I already have that common example. We're just going to override that. Now we've created the data block. You can see down here the name that we've entered has been loaded into the PARAFAC section, as well as the block size. So now we can see the size of the data block. We can see that it has the same dimensionality in two of the axes as the data we have up here, and then the final is 3 because that is 3D. In order to create the block, we have to make sure that the dimensionality of the data that we're loading up here is consistent for each data set. In order to create the data block, the dimensionality of each data set has to be the same. Otherwise, you cannot create a consistent data block. You can create data blocks in any combination of these, create some other combination. Just want to make sure that you properly label before you create the next one. You can see we changed to a different block, block 2, different size. And that is how we create a data block from the loaded data.